withers and dries up. The span of our life is 80 years and 10. We're given strength 80 years. The best of those years have trouble and sorrow. They pass by speedily and we are in darkness. Teach us therefore so to number our days that we may attain a heart of wisdom. Turn to us, O God, show mercy to your servants. Satisfy us at daybreak with your steadfast love, that we may sing for joy all our days. Let your deeds be seen by your servants, your glory by your children. May your favor, O God, be upon us. Establish the work of our hands, that it may long endure. Sad.
Kleenex. Thank you, Michael. You guys can take
We'll get more. Don't make that something that I have to witness. All right, I can get it. So please repeat after me. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam,
Eloheinu melech haolam, Dayan ha'emet.
praise for the evidence we have in this church of truth. Baruch Dayan Hamet, we praise the Judge of Truth. Let us begin with Psalm 121. As we were bringing the casket down to the grave, we read Psalm 90. Psalm 121. Esai enai el harim me'ayin yabo Ezri. Ezri me'im Adonai oseh shamayim ba'aretz. Al yiten lamot raglecha, al yanum shomrecha. Hine lo yanum v'lo yishan shomer Yisrael. Adonai shomrecha, Adonai tzilcha ad yad yaminecha. Yomam hashemesh lo yakeka v'yarech b'layla. Adonai yishmarcha mikol ra yishmor et nafshecha. Adonai yishmar tzilcha v'uecha me'ata v'ad olam. I lift up mine eyes unto the mountains, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord, maker of heaven and earth. God will not let your foot give way, your protector will not slumber. See, the protector of Israel neither slumbers nor sleeps. The Lord is your guardian. He is your protection at your right hand. The sun will not strike you by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord will guard you from all harm. He will guard your soul, your going and your coming, now and forever. Together, please let us recite the 23rd Psalm in English. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He guideth me in straight paths for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou hast anointed my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Amen. It's a privilege to call forward grandson Jesse. Melech is going to talk about his grandma, or Mommy Nina, or Nini, or Marilyn, or
Thanks, Rabbi. It's fitting the performer would talk about the performer, right? It's nice to see you all, but I'm bummed to see you all. I didn't write anything, I just want to make sure I hit a couple of points. There's no way to write a eulogy about Mommy Nina. There's no way to hit every point possible. She was the best. She was the best to everyone she came across. Didn't matter if she knew you, didn't matter if she didn't know, it didn't matter. She welcomed you with open arms. And just a few points of memories that I'll share are, who had a grandmother that put on a Cinderella gown and surprised you on your birthday in elementary school to read a book to the class and brought food? I don't know who had that, but we had that. Poppy, my perception is that I never really saw him cry unless Mommy Nina was singing. And then I saw him cry. So many memories swirled my head last night, so it's difficult to say them all, but I wanted to just make a tribute and play a little something of Nina. Yeah, I know you're all going to be mad, but she would want it. I know she would want it. So I'm going to play one of her go-tos for everybody. See if this is...
Which one is it?
Okay, give me a moment. So sorry. Make sure it's connected. I had it connected before. It went to sleep. I will if I have to.
It's really good.
We tried putting it in rice.
There we go. There we go. It went to sleep.
I get too hungry for dinner at 8. I like the theater and never come late. I never bother with people I hate. That's why this lady is a tramp. I don't like rap games with barons and earls. I won't stay out late in my ermine and pearls. Won't ditch the dirt with the rest of the girls. That's why this lady is a tramp. I like the free care. I'm broke, that's oh. Hey, California, it's so cold and it's damp. That's why this lady is a tramp. I like the free, fresh wind in my hair. Life without care. That's oak. I'm broke. Hey, California, it's so cold and it's damp. That's why this lady is. That's what a sexy is. That's why this lady is a tramp.
How long ago was that?
That one was when Jared was in college, so it was a minute ago. But
How many minutes?
I don't know, how old are you?
About 20 years ago. 20 years ago?
But if
She
I
was
played,
71.
if I played something
And
from
still hitting
today,
notes.
she would sound just like that.
Absolutely.
So, thank you for
Beautiful.
thank you for being here.
And to those words spoken as a prayer, let us say Amen.
Amen.
Hey, there are people 20 years young. She was 71. People 20 years younger than that can't hit notes. And she hit the notes and the little grace notes. It was really. To those words spoken as a prayer and sung as a prayer, let us say Amen. So we're gathered this morning to fulfill a solemn obligation of paying our respects to the memory of your dearly departed Nina Kate. We are friends and we are loved ones and we are acquaintances, and we offer comfort and support to the sorrowing family and to each other. She was the glue of the family, raising the children while Lenny was working crazy hours at Corky and Lenny's. She drove carpools, and I wasn't even sure if she was driving her own kids, the way Albie mentioned it yesterday. But she drove carpools. She made a good pot of chicken soup. She was vivacious, she was creative. This is a great picture. Just a fantastic picture. She loved music, she was a good listener, she loved to sing. She didn't kvetch much. I mean, even when she was deteriorating, sometimes that brings it out in people. She didn't kvetch. She loved to smile and laugh. After she had her stroke, the workers were saying, smile, and she would smile. She loved all the babies, and that was the children and the grandchildren and the great-grandchildren. And she loved KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken. She was grateful and she was appreciative. Years ago, she became an adult bat mitzvah at Bethanu with Rabbi Rube of blessed memory, who just passed away at the age of 99. Yesterday, as Kathy and Alvy, you did?
Yeah.
You bar mitzvahed a lot of people.
He stopped doing it, but
You broke it?
Albie made a phone call and he said, I'll be there.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. So yesterday, as Kathy and Alvy and Marcy, Marcee, she had to spell it a few times, and Jimmy and Fern and Renee brought some of the baked goods, right? Wherever you are. Yeah, right here. Showed me pictures of the baked goods. Looking forward to eating the baked goods and sharing stories. Oh, and no, but Deborah wasn't there yesterday. I just mean yesterday. I didn't forget you. I'll mention you first when we get to the children. And you talked about her yesterday. It was a reminder of the High Holy Days upcoming. And there's a heartfelt teaching in the Talmud, which is fitting for today as we recall Nina. So on the holiest day of the year, on Yom Kippur, when the temple stood in Jerusalem, in the Talmud it teaches us that the high priest would enter into the Holy of Holies, into the most sacred space in the temple, and he would offer prayers on behalf of himself. Then he would offer prayers on behalf of his family. Then he would offer prayers on behalf of the whole household of Israel. And as the assembled Israelites waited for him, they waited for him pensively to return. And then, after he entered into the community, Talmud says that he would read a brief section from the Torah. And then he would conclude by saying, "Far more than I have read to you is written therein." And so it is for us today, far more than we can ever describe in words. Is your dearly departed Mommy Nina. The love you feel for her, you express by your spoken and your unspoken remembrances. You remember her in your heart and in your mind and through your tears. You extol her virtues and her qualities and her mishigas, because everybody's mishigana. And not in a bad way. We're just all a little crazy. And we're just poorer for her loss, and we're much richer for having known her and the wealth of memories that she's bequeathed unto us. Over her lifetime, she went by many names: Maureen, Marilyn, Nini, and Nina. She was born in Cleveland, August 8th, 1933, and she recently celebrated her 91st birthday. Her parents, Max and Sylvia Finkelstein, both of blessed memory, and Max and Sylvia had 3 daughters: Jeanette, who went by Zelda a lot, of blessed memory; Phyllis, who's 96, and she's with us in our thoughts and prayers, and she's back in Arizona at 96. It's pretty rare to be able to travel. And Nina, the baby. She went to Shaker Heights High School. Apparently, Lenny Kaden was working at a haberdashery in the neighborhood, which is a place that sells hats and men's accessories. And she walked in with a friend, and when Nina Finkelstein and Lenny Kaden saw each other, the family legend is it was love at first sight. They were married December 25th, 1950. That's 72 years ago at the time of his death, at the Alcazar Hotel. Rabbi Rosenthal of blessed memory officiated. And you get married on Christmas Day if you're a Jew in the restaurant business or in the retail business, because, well, your store's closed on that day. Not many other days. So it was a good day to get married. And it was a keeper. They were married for a very, very long time. In September 2022, Nina wrote the following. Her handwriting is actually better than my handwriting, even when she wrote it in 2022. So I'm going to subject, Nina Kaden. Some background notes about my musical past. I've always liked singing and entertaining. At ages 4 and 5, I would take a chair to the curb by my house and stand on it and sing and entertain the street workers. In school, I always had solos in the choir. I liked entering singing contests at age 12. I entered the Bert's Amateur Hour contest singing, and I won. I won first prize. During the summer months, I joined a troupe on the show wagon, singing in all the Cleveland parks. At age 16, the disc jockeys of Cleveland, around 9 of them, were looking for an 18-year-old girl who sang to represent the Miss Ohio. I won the contest. Over 30 18-year-old girls. I didn't say I was only 16 or 17, or only 16 going on 17. One prize was dues into the Professional Entertainment Union. When I got married, my husband Lenny was inducted into the Army. I worked as a secretary during the week and sang professionally on the weekends. I earned and saved enough money to surprise Lenny with a yellow and black hardtop Plymouth convertible at the airport when he returned from the service 2 years later. It hit the papers. It would be great to find that. She continued, even after three daughters, I entertained to sing. I continued to sing and act in stage shows in Cleveland. One of my favorites was starring in the wonderful show Follies. At age 62, I entered the contest looking for Ms. Senior America to represent Ohio in Reno, Nevada. I won with my talent in speech. In Reno, I won the title of Top Talent. If you need a publicist, Nina's your gal. She wrote this in 2022. Now, in my senior years, being happily at the V, what's the V? Where she said, all right, happily at the V, I'm still singing in the choir and to my great-grandchildren. I'm sure to the grandchildren too, but to the great-grandchildren. Nina Kaden, September 2022. Can of horror. You know, it's a great thing. It's a great thing. I'm going to have to shuffle all sorts of papers. All right, Nina and Lenny were blessed with three daughters. Deborah, Marcy, Jimmy, Kathy, Alvy. 5 grandchildren. Brandon, Jordan, Hillary, Jared, Jesse. Amber's here. Raphael's here. Bogdan is here. And great-grandchildren, Liliana, Rafaelito, and Jax. Is that everybody? From those, don't want to miss anybody by accident. If you miss them, you want to miss them on purpose. Not by accident. She was heartbroken after Lenny's death, and she was in good physical shape. Several months ago, she fell, and she broke her hip. And so it's been a challenging time since May 2023. Many of us have familiarity with how this goes. The hip doesn't always do you in, but quite often the hip and then other things. And last Thursday night she breathed her last. So now she's at peace. Just as Shabbat is a time of peace, so too for Nina it's a time of rest and peace. Our Jewish tradition believes that her soul was returning to God and to be with the souls of her dear parents and relatives and friends and ancestors of our people. We learn this in Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 7. The dust returns to the earth as it was. We place the remains in the ground. The spirit returns to God who gave it. One day all of us will join our dear ones in Olam Haba, the world to come. It's not just a place, it's a spiritual existence. This is a place, Olam Haba is a spiritual existence. It's an eternal time during which you will be together with your dear mother and your grandma, Mommy Nina, and whatever the great-grandchildren call her, Mommy Nina. Both generations will all be together with her again. We're sending along an old Bible and Haggadah in the casket with her. It's not because she was religious. It's because it provides respectful burial for a prayer book, just as we provide respectful burial for the body of a loved one. We give holy books of our tradition also respectful burial. So we send a Bible, we're sending a Haggadah, and a Haggadah in particular because Passover is a time when we recall and we give thanks for our ancient liberation from Egyptian slavery. And we're free today because of God's deliverance those many, many years ago. And Nina has been liberated now from any sort of deterioration or any sort of pain or any sort of illness. Your memories are filled to overflowing. And we give thanks to God for this gift of long life. And even in our sadness, which is profound, we're grateful for the time we were blessed with. And as you think of her, smile and laugh, sing, don't kvetch, be grateful, be appreciative, and try to share some Nina-isms like, always watch out for the other guy, and so long for now. And let us do good things in her loving memory. And so with tears in our eyes, we recite words from the first chapter of the book of Job. Adonai natan, v'Adonai lakach, Yehi Shem Adonai mevarach. The Lord hath given, the Lord hath taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. Let us say Amen. Ose shalom bimromah, uyase shalom aleinu, ve'amon Yisrael, ve'imru, amen. Yase shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Yase shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. May God, who causes peace to reign in the high heavens, cause peace to rain down upon us, upon all Israel, and upon the soul of our dearly departed Nina Kaden. And let us say, Amen. Please rise for El Maleh Rachamim. After the El Maleh Rachamim, we will have the family members place a little bit of earth on the casket. Then we'll cover over, and then we'll do a quick cover.
Is anyone else speaking?
I wasn't told anybody else is speaking. Do you want to speak?
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody sit down. Eliezer wants to speak. So they didn't tell me anybody.
Okay.
Grandson, Jared. Yeah, I can't remember the English names, just the Hebrew ones. Please.
Sorry, it's just I was.
I'm sorry.
No, it's good. I was told to make a really important announcement from her.
Oh, okay,
The color
good.
is of the casket is incorrect, so she's going to be sending this back. For all of my big life accomplishments, graduating law school, graduating college, graduating high school, even my birthday, Mommy will come and do a special song for me. As most recently this past December at Hunan by the Falls. The whole restaurant was quiet when she sang, except for Mom and Dad who were cracking up at her chutzpah. And she would always change a few of the words to make it special. So I thought that it would only be right to do the same for her. I hear singing, but there's no one there. I smell pumpkin bread, but the oven's bare. All day long I seem to walk on air. I wonder why. I keep tossing in my sleep at night. And what's more, I've lost my appetite. Stars that used to twinkle in the skies are tears now in my eyes. I wonder why. I don't need analyzing. It is not so surprising that I feel very strange, not nice. My heart goes pitter-patter. You would know just what's the matter, because you've been there once or twice. With my head on your shoulder, I need someone who's older. A rub down with a velvet glove. There is nothing I can take to relieve my heartache. I'm not sick, I'm just in love. I'm not sick, I've lost my love.
song as a prayer. Even more appropriate. Please rise for Elma and Rachel. Into your care, O God, we entrust the spirit of our dear Nina Kaden, for you keep faith with your children in death as in life. Sustain us that we may meet with serenity the mysteries that lie ahead, knowing that when we walk through the valley of the shadow of death, you, O God, are with us, a loving friend in whom we put our trust. You are the light of our life, our hope in eternity. El Maleh Rahamim, Shochein Bamromim, Amitzem Menucha Nechona, Tachat Kanfei Hashchina, Im Kedoshim U'Tohorim, Kezohar Mazirin, Et Nishmat Nina Kaden, Shahalacha L'Olama, Ba'al Harachamim, Yastireh B'Setek Rafav Le'Olamim, Vayitzro B'Tzor HaChaim, Et Nishmata, Adonai Hu Nachalata, V'tanuach b'shalom al mishkava, v'nomar Amen. Compassionate God, eternal Spirit of the universe, grant perfect rest in your sheltering presence to our dear Nina Kaden. She has entered eternity. O God of mercy, let her find refuge in the shadow of your wings, and let her soul be bound up in the bond of everlasting life. God is her inheritance. May she rest in peace, and let us say,
Amen.
Amen. Family members, just place a little bit of earth on the casket if you wish, if you can, and then we'll cover over, and then we'll do a quick cover. They will, exactly. Yekadav Yekadash Shemei Rabba, Alma Divrach Hirutei V'Yamalith Malchutei. Yom Echon V'chai L'chol Beit Yisrael, V'agalav Yizman Kariv Yimru Amen. Yehei Shemei Rabba V'rach V'olam V'olam Maya. Yitbarach V'yishtabach V'yitpa'ar V'yittamam V'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shmei l'kedusha v'richu. Le'elav min kol birchata v'shirata, tush b'chata v'nechamata, ta'amiran ba'alma v'yimru amen. Yehei shlom rabba min shmaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav, hu yaseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. God grant peace to those who mourn and comfort all who are bereaved, and take good care of the soul of our dearly departed Nina. And let us say Amen. And now we'll lower, and then we'll continue to cover over. We'll cover over for quick cover. And then we'll say Kaddish again.